Hi, my name is Kaylee, and I'm going to be sharing my testimony with you today. So growing up, I went to church every Sunday and every Wednesday for whatever age group I was in. I was always the first one to raise my hand to answer the question. I always wanted to be the star of the class. I always knew my memory verses, did everything so I was prepared to get all the praise in the class, which obviously wasn't right. I was just kind of going through like what could make everyone like me the most, what's going to make me get the most attention out of what I did. So before Christ, I said I was blind. I would always just kind of go through the motions of everything, act like on the outside like I'm this perfect Christian, like I did everything right, so on and so forth. But really, I never really made that connection with Christ. I would always just kind of do what made me look best and go through what that was. In middle of 8th grade, we decided to change churches. We weren't happy where we were. Well, I was happy, but my family wasn't happy where they were. Going through this, I really despised my parents. I was like, why are they making me leave? I didn't think it was fair, and it really made me kind of not want to do anything, basically. We changed churches. It was the church of my choice. My best friend went there, and I was like, oh, it's perfect. I go, and I end up liking it. I'm learning a lot more than I ever had. I got really close to a lot of the people. I started dating one of the guys in there. I thought everything was great. But at the same time, I was still trying to please everyone else. I wasn't being myself. I was trying to be like someone else. I was imitating people like I would see in movies, and I was imitating the people around me so I'd be liked better. I'm like, what's going to make my life sound more interesting? So I would just kind of, I'd get caught up in lies and just wasn't being honest with myself or with the people around me. I still wasn't building that relationship with Christ, and I was just really not liking myself and like who I was and like what I was doing. Up to my junior year, I was still living like that. My junior year, I kind of hit my bottom. I started at the beginning of the year with the summer, and going all the way through, I lost a lot of people who were really close to me. I fell into a depression. I hated pretty much everyone, including myself. I turned completely away from Christ. I hated him for what he had done and how he'd taken people away from me. I thought basically he couldn't exist. There's no way that someone who's supposed to love me so much could cause me that much pain. So basically, like I said, I hit bottom. But then, luckily, I was wrong, and Christ put people in my life that brought me out and surrounded me with people that loved me and showed his love through them. So I pulled myself out with the help of those people and the help of Christ. I've continued on to doing what I can, and so I've reached that was my turning point, and now I am enlightened. I realized that I can be myself. I don't have to try to be someone else like I see in the movies or the people around me. I can be myself, and people are going to like me for that. And if they don't, that's okay. I'll still show Christ's love through them, to them, and yeah. So that's just me. Christ is now my best friend, and I know I can go to him for anything. And even though it's hard sometimes, I still struggle with who I am and who I'm supposed to be and what I want to do with my life. I'm working out every day with him and the people that he has blessed me with. So thanks for listening to my testimony. I hope it helped in any way that it could, and thank you.